Welcome to the Explainer, where we take these really big, complex topics and, well, we make them make sense. Ever stop to think about what's really going on when you like a post on social media or add something to your online shopping cart? It's not magic, believe me. It's actually this incredibly well-coordinated dance happening just out of sight. So today, we're going to pull back that curtain using a surprisingly perfect analogy, a restaurant. All right, so let's start our tour right where you'd expect, in the dining hall. In the world of the web, this is what we call the front end. It's the part you already know, the part you interact with, really the part you're supposed to see. So this front end, sometimes you'll hear it called the client side, is literally everything you see and touch. The layout, the colors, those buttons you click. In our restaurant, it's the decorations, the tables and chairs, even the menu you're holding in your hands. And here's the cool part. All of this visual stuff, it's all happening right inside your web browser.
Okay, and this brings us to probably the most crucial idea to get your head around. Every single modern website or app is split into two parts. You've got the front end, the part you see, and then there's the back end, the part you don't. And honestly, if you can grasp this one divide, you're well on your way to understanding how the whole internet really works.
So, how is this beautiful dining hall actually built? Well, it's made using 3 core languages that pretty much every browser on the planet understands. You've got HTML, which gives you the basic structure. Think of it as the walls and the tables. Then comes CSS, which adds all the style, the paint, the fancy lighting, the artwork. And finally, JavaScript. That's what makes it all interactive. It's what lets you open the menu or get the waiter's attention.
But the second you actually place an order, something really interesting happens. We're now pushing through those swinging doors into the place that customers are never, ever supposed to see. We're going into the back end.
And this is where the real action is. The back end has been called the beating heart and thinking brain of the web. It's this incredibly powerful, totally unseen engine that makes everything, from your social media feed to your online banking, actually work.
This backend, or what tech folks call the server side, is basically the entire behind-the-scenes operation. It's the kitchen, sure, but it's also the giant food warehouse and the manager's office where all the decisions get made. And all of this is running on these super powerful remote computers that we just call servers.
So this hidden kitchen basically has 3 main jobs, and they're all absolutely critical. You've got data management, that's the warehouse, security, that's the security team, and business logic, these are the restaurant's secret recipes. Let's break down what each of these really means.
All right, first up, let's take a closer look at those kitchen recipes. These are the core functions that turn your simple click into a real, meaningful action.
So, number 1, data management. You can think of the backend as the master of the warehouse. This warehouse is just a giant database of information. And the backend's job is to store everything, keep it organized, and be able to find anything in a split second. So when you want to see your old vacation photos, it's the backend that literally runs into that warehouse, finds the exact box with your name on it, and sends it right out to you. Next, we've got the security team. The backend does 2 things here. First, there's authentication. That's the part that asks, hey, who are you? It's like the bouncer at the front door checking your ID when you try to log in. But once you're inside, it handles authorization, which asks a different question. Okay, you're in, but what are you allowed to do? That's more like the restaurant manager who knows your regular customer so you can sit in the dining hall, but you can't just waltz into the kitchen.
And finally, and this is maybe the most important part, we have the business logic. This is the real secret sauce of the whole operation. These are the unique recipes, the specific set of rules that define exactly how this particular website or app works and what makes it different from all the others out there.
Take liking a post, for example. That's not one action. It's a whole recipe. The backend first checks, is this user even logged in? Yep, okay. Step 2, find that exact post in the database. Got it. Step 3, add 1 to the like counter. Done. Step 4, save that new number back into the database so we don't forget. And finally, step 5, get a little success message ready to send back. That entire 5-step process, that's business logic in action. And it happens every single time you hit that button.
Okay, so let's recap. We have this beautiful dining hall, our front end. And we have this super busy, super powerful kitchen, our back end. So, how do they talk to each other? How does your order get from your table all the way to the chef without turning into complete chaos? Well, they communicate using something called an API. That stands for Application Programming Interface. In our restaurant, the API is the waiter. Simple as that. It's the official, formal communication channel. The waiter uses a standard menu and a standard order pad to make sure every single request is clear, predictable, and understood. I mean, you don't just stand up and shout your order at the kitchen, right? No, you tell the waiter.
And this is exactly how the front end uses that API. It makes these very specific formal requests. A GET request is when it's asking for information. It's like telling the waiter, hey, can you get me today's specials? A POST request is when it's sending new information. That's like the waiter posting a new order up in the kitchen for the chefs to see.
And this, right here, is why APIs are just so brilliant. Because the rules for how to talk to the waiter are so clear and standardized, the dining hall team, the front-end developers, can completely redecorate the place, and the kitchen team, the back-end developers, can be inventing brand new recipes, and they don't have to talk to each other at all. As long as they both understand how to talk to the waiter, the whole system just works perfectly.
So let's just boil it all down one more time. The front end is what you see. The back end is the powerful brain that makes it all work. And the API? That's the clean, standardized, absolutely essential messenger that connects the two.
And that kind of leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? In our digital restaurant, the kitchen makes the food, and the dining hall presents it beautifully. The waiter delivers it. But who designs the menu? Because without that perfectly structured menu, without that API, the customer would have no idea what to order, and the kitchen would have nothing to cook. It's the quiet, unsung hero of the entire digital world we live in.